Hello, I'm now on week 5 of 12 on the Lumie Clear Skin Trial, and it's still going really well for me. As it's approaching Christmas, I've been, as everyone is, really busy, so it has meant that I have used it less. You're supposed to use it every day for 15 minutes on each affected area. And I think to begin with, naturally you're dying to see an improvement in your skin, and it's something that you do stick to quite rigidly. But as life always does, it gets in the way, and it's hard to find the time sometimes. So I haven't used it as much, but the effects are still really positive. I have found, for me anyway, that if you give that intensive treatment in the first sort of 3 or 4 weeks, it's then okay to do it sort of every other day, or when they feel bad. So in week 4 in the last video, and week 3 actually, I was having a bit of a breakout issue, which I put down to stress and hormones, which I think I'm naturally going to get them, just because that's the way my body seems to be. But the blemishes have got much less, and they don't last as long, and they're definitely not as red or inflamed and not scarring like they used to, so there's definitely an improvement there. It's the end of the day, it's quite late, my makeup's been on for like, what, 15 hours. I look a mess, just lounging around before I go to bed, so it's probably not the best, or maybe it is the best because I've hardly got any makeup on, but I'm hoping that you can still see that if you sort of ignore the tired looking eyes that I've got at the moment, my skin is much better. I've got a natural glow on my cheeks, which is great. I've still got a few blemishes on the jawline, which I've always had, but they're just like, I've got one here. It's not sore like it used to be. Now I use a light treatment. I can guarantee that once I've applied it for 15 minutes this evening, that the spot will have vanished by the morning. And yeah, the whole of my face now is sort of flat, whereas before I'd have a lot of aggressive bumps. The other thing that I have found this week, which is odd because nothing's different, you know, my diet, stress, anything like that, nothing's different, but I've got a couple of blemishes on my chest which I've never ever had before. I haven't used the treatment on there yet. I just wasn't really sure. I didn't really want to get into that. It's kind of like an extra 15 minutes you've got to add on to the day. But I think this evening, because my skin's looking quite clear and I've only got this patch here, I'll do 15 minutes here and 15 minutes on my chest, and I'm sure the blemishes will have gone by the morning. So yeah, Christmas is fast approaching now, a couple of weeks away. Obviously I want gorgeous glowing natural clear skin for then, so I think I'm going to really use the product, you know, to the max really, as much as I can without overdoing it, if you like. And I'm going to try my hardest from next week to get into the habit every evening of setting aside sort of like an hour for me before bed where I remove my makeup completely and sit in bed and just do the light treatment and sort of use it as a bit of a relaxing technique, I suppose, before I go to bed. So they're my intentions. It obviously depends how busy work is and how busy everything else is with wrapping presents and everything. It is a busy time of the year, but I'm going to try my best not to make it slack because, you know, my skin is important to me, and whenever I do have blemishes, for each blemish I have, my confidence does dip. So I want to feel good over Christmas and feel good for the Christmas parties and stuff. Oh, my work's Christmas party is this Friday as well. It's Tuesday now, so I'll be using it tonight and Wednesday, Thursday, in aid of getting my skin, well, these blemishes to have gone by Friday, which I'm sure they will. And the only other thing to mention this week is I'm hoping you've checked out my blog, because I've done an interview on there as promised last week, with a girl called Nina who's 16 in the UK, and she's suffered from acne for a while now, and I've been offering her some advice on best treatments, obviously the Lumie Clear being the main focus for this. She's gone out and bought it, she's using it herself, slowly but surely seeing results. She's on her 3rd week now, I think 3rd or 4th, so just a few weeks behind me. But yes, overall it's doing really well. If you want to see before and after pictures and more detailed reviews, please do go to my blog, which is slstevo.com. So yeah, you'll get a little bit more detail there. And next week, I think I'm going to show you a little bit more in terms of how I use it and get the product in front of the camera, just to show you what I do again. It is kind of hard to film, obviously, because the light will interfere with the camera, because we've got strong blue UV lights and the red lights as well. But I thought it'd be useful to show you sort of the process that I go through, sort of after applying removing my makeup and applying the light treatment. So if there's anything in particular that anyone wants to know about, any questions you've got, or anything you want to focus the videos on, please leave comments, get in touch, let me know, because at the moment I'm just sort of talking through the progress that I've seen personally. But if there's anything in particular that anyone wants, please let me know. Okay. So thanks for watching again this week, and tune in next week, where hopefully we'll see even more of an improvement, more glowing skin. I'm going to do it in sunlight rather than leaving it till sort of 11:30 at night. And yeah, so it's going well, and wish me luck for next week.